Welcome. I'm about to show you everything you need to know to start flipping in 2022 in old school RuneScape. Let's get started. So the first thing you need to know is, what is flipping? Well, flipping is simply buying an item for one price, for example 10 gold, and then turning around and selling it for a profit margin. For example, you sell the item that you bought for 10 gold for 20 gold. You just made 10 gold. Easy enough? So here's a better visual. Let's say we bought a cannonball for 150 gold. Then we sold it for 160 gold. We just made 10 gold. But you're still probably wondering, how can I make significant profit off of just 10 gold? Well, we just buy a lot of cannonballs. As you can see, if we make 10 gold per cannonball and we buy 10,000 cannonballs, we'll profit 100,000 GP. So yeah, you could end up making a lot if you end up buying a lot and you have a good margin. So now let's talk about what you're going to need to make this process super simple and easy. First of all, you need to be on the RuneLite client, and then you need to get the Flipping Utilities plugin. I'll show you that right now. Alright, so to get the Flipping Utilities plugin, you need to be on RuneLite, and you need to hit your configuration on your hotbar to the side. Then you need to go down to the bottom, hit Plugin Hub, and then type in Flipping Utilities. And then you'll click this Install button. And so now you should have the Flipping Utilities button to the right on your bar. And so you'll click this. And as you can see, there are 3 columns here. You don't really need to worry about slots, and stats will just show you how much money you are making once you start flipping. And as you can see here, you can use the flipping tab to type and search up any item you want. For example, we can see Cannonball right here, and it shows us what the buy price is right now and what the sell price is right now. Alright, so before we actually go on the Grand Exchange and try to do this, you need to know about the 2 most powerful tools you have while flipping: the Undercut and the Overcut. Alright, I'm going to show you this now with the Amulet of Fury. So I look it up on my Flipping Utilities app, and I see that there's a 20k margin for Amulets of Fury. So what we want to do is we want to overcut the lowest sell price for it, which is this number right here. So we're going to go down here, we're going to type in Amulet of Fury, or do 1, and then we're going to enter the change of price. So the Flipping Utility plugin already puts the lowest sell price for you. So we're going to hit that, put it in, and then we want to overcut by 1 coin. And now we hit confirm and we wait, and you should get the next Amulet of Fury, as long as no one does the same process and overcuts you, or the margin doesn't change on you. Flipping is very competitive, and sometimes you will get overcut by someone else. But for the most part, if your item has a high volume, you can usually get your items to buy. And if you do get overcut, all you really have to do is just cancel your order and try again. So now that we do have the Amulet of Fury, it's time to sell it and undercut someone. So it's the same process, we just hit enter price, we do what the margin price is, but now we want to undercut by 1 coin. And now essentially your item is going to get bought because it's cheaper on the market. Alright, so now our Amulet of Fury just sold. So we're going to take the money, and now we're going to look at our stats tab in our Flipping Utilities app. So as you can see here, we actually lost money on the Amulet of Fury. But there is a reason why, and I'm going to explain that next. What we didn't take into account was GE taxes. GE taxes apply when you're selling items. It's basically the item's price minus 1% of its value when you're selling. Alright, so we're going to try this again, and we're going to do it the right way. Let's go to Amulet of Fury. We're going to buy 1. You select the insta sell price down here. Enter. Overcut by 1. And then confirm. And now we wait. So it's been about 30 seconds, and now my Amulet of Fury has bought. So now I'm going to show you how you can see the GE taxes. We bought it, as you can see in the history, for 1,928k. So now we need to try to sell it. We'll go to our insta buy, enter, and now we're going to undercut by 1. But as you can see, the GE tax applies right here. So instead of getting 1,955k back, we'll actually get this number at the bottom, which is 1,935k. All you need to do is make sure this price at the bottom in the white is higher than the price that you bought it for, as you can see right here if you go to your history. As long as that price is higher than the price on your history, you're good to go. You're going to make money. And so now that we undercut, we're going to put this Amulet Fury in and we're going to wait for it to finish. Alright, it's been a few seconds and my Amulet Fury just finished. And as you can see here, we actually profited on that one because our total loss profit went down. To see that, you can also, at the bottom right here at the Fury, you can click View Trade History and that'll show you we lost 14k from the first one, but then on the second one we made 8k profit. And so now the last thing you should know is that you need to favorite what works, because usually when you find an item that works, you can keep using that item over and over and over. And so when you favorite something, you just hit this star right here, and then you can hit this star up here to a search bar, and it'll show you all your favorite items so you can find them quickly. So now I'm going to do a full example with still bars. So after looking up still bar and you see that there's a 10 GP margin, we're going to put in the still bar, enter price, we're going to set the price it gives us, and then we're going to overcut by 1, and then for example I'm going to buy the max limit. And now while we're waiting, it's a perfect time for me to explain limits, which is the last thing that I didn't mention. So let's take an item like gold ore for example. As you can see, there's a buy limit of 30,000 gold ore. This means that you can only buy 30,000 at a time, and then you'll put you on a timer for 4 hours until you can buy the limit again, which be another 30,000. So back to still bars. Still bars has a 10,000 limit, so once we buy all these bars, we'll have to wait 4 hours if we want to try and flip still bars once again. Our still bars just finished, so now we're going to sell them. You take all 10,000. Our margin's still good at 382. We're gonna undercut by 1, and we also want to check that we're still gonna profit because of the tax margin. So just because I wasn't paying attention, I'm not sure, or if I want to double check, I'll go back to history and I have to make sure it's above 378. And we're good because our number is still higher than this number here. So we're going to go back. We're going to sell these bars just like we were. Undercut by 1. Margin actually changed while we were doing that, but we're still going to profit 30k. And now we're going to hit confirm. And now we're going to wait. It's been a few seconds and we've pretty much sold all of them. As you can see here on stats, we made about 30k. If the margin didn't change on us, we were set to make about 60k. But that's okay because profit is profit. And this flip only took a couple of seconds, less than a minute. And another thing you can even try with these items that are traded with high volumes is you may not even have to undercut or overcut, because that 1 GP difference or 2 GP difference could be like over 50k that you're making. So you might want to try and experiment with that. If you're still confused on anything or have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will respond. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you would like others to see this video, or if you'd like to see me make more videos about flipping in the future. And lastly, feel free to join my Discord via the link in the description. See you guys.
Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.